Congressman Zach Nunn, Iowa's 3rd District. I'm part of a congressional delegation that has proceeded to the Middle East, working with our Arab partners as well as Israel. Over the course of the last week, we have seen just a dramatic escalation, particularly by Iran threatening the region. And in this opportunity, we are advancing a piece of legislation that I've been point man for. It's the Iranian Maximum Pressure Campaign. It is a compendium of 47 sanction efforts led largely by Republicans to help President Trump leverage all tools necessary to hold the Ayatollah in Iran accountable for his unsanctioned and highly dangerous nuclear weapons program, as well as provide support and feedback to the men and women in uniform who are serving right now on the front lines of the Middle East. I'm here in the Middle East with over 40,000 U.S. troops, also in the same situation. They're right on the front line of the firing line for weapon systems that can hit them today. But for American deterrence, it's not happening. Now, the reality is a nuclear Iran can use any one of its very many proxies here to threaten the United States at a time and place of its choosing, if not stop now. We know this much to be true. Iran is the #1 sponsor of state terrorism. We know that IRGC has moved, clandestine cells into the United States under Biden's porous borders, where 10 million people poured into this country illegally. The IRGC has revolutionized a number of individuals on both their capabilities and tactics. We saw this with an assassination attempt against President Trump this past summer, sponsored by the IRGC, or the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps. I think the biggest opportunity we have right now is, as President Trump has highlighted, the ability to stop this level of conflict before it gets worse, make sure that Iran surrenders its nuclear capability. Look, the reason we're in the Middle East is because we're helping lead a bipartisan coalition of members of Congress to stand up to Iran with a maximum pressure sanctions campaign, but also to look at examples of things that have worked, like the Abrams Accord. Here with the Atlantic Council, we've had the opportunity to really shape what's working for the UAE, what's working for Saudi Arabia, to have an economic, a security, a partnership with Israel. Even though they may not agree with Israel on every issue, these countries have become more prosperous, more secure, and they're moving forward in a really meaningful way.